My show. What's up, everyone? Welcome back. I am pretty rusty at this, but special episode of My Panther Pride.
You threw me out. You didn't say yo, dude. I was like, whoa, what's going on?
I could see it in your face as it was happening. You're like, whoa.
Pure panic. This isn't scripted, man. What's going
This
on?
isn't the intro I'm used to.
Anyway, sorry.
Boy.
Well, episode 42, right?
Yeah, I think we messed up on the thumbnail and the title. We said 41. But
42, 41, 41 and a half. It's off season, man. We got stuff to talk about, though.
Yeah, we got stuff to talk about. As everyone has seen, should we wait a couple minutes for people to get in here?
I mean, yeah. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Maybe.
I
don't know.
We do have a short window today because the Lions are playing.
Yeah.
NFL season, people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not as important as a UFL season or the UFL season for the Michigan Panthers. If there is a Michigan Panthers next year.
Dude, there's got to be.
We'll
get into it. But anyways.
But, yeah. Well, we got 4 people in here now. I guess we could just hop right into it. Do you know how to say his last name? We have a new person in the UFL ownership group.
Mike Repole. It's Repole is what I've heard. It's
Repole, not Repole, or
I heard Repole. I mean, I don't know. I've heard people say Repole, but to me that doesn't. I think it's Repole. I think it's just a. I'm gonna say Repole.
Mike says, "Who cares?" Some of us, the Chargers, are playing. Spoiler alert. Die-hard Lions fan.
Yeah, I know.
Rocking a Nelson jersey.
It was painful
because it's Ryan.
It was painful, but I had to do it, man. I had to do it. I had to support him, especially coming on the pod. He's been supportive of us. He's awesome for the Panthers. He's been great at even like the season ticket holder meet and greet. He was good there. I mean, good guy. Why not?
Yeah.
I can't get all the jerseys, but I can get this one. Friend of the
Nelson
pod, you know. Yeah.
But so I accidentally posted and said it was Mark, but his name is Mike Repole.
I was driving and it came up and I started dying.
Whoops.
Are you gonna say Repole
or Repole?
I don't know. We gotta get on the same track with this. We can't be
saying different.
Mike, yeah. Well, yeah, new Mike.
Yeah,
we got a Mike already. There's only room for one of those.
So
off topic though, dude. Palco.
Yeah,
dude, that is epic. The picture.
I wish I could have gone. He said something a few weeks ago, but I didn't get what he was talking about. He was like, "Oh yeah, we need to get people down there to Canton," and I was like, "Man, it's not a Thursday. It's gonna be kind of hard for me to do."
No way for me.
But he didn't tell me that his brother had 2 VIP tickets that he was gonna let somebody use to go represent the Panthers for the Pat McAfee show.
So he went.
I said, "Dude, why didn't you let me know a little sooner? I would have taken a vacation day, and I bet me and Jesse would have went down there."
I literally have 1.5 for the rest of the year, so I don't know if that's gonna happen.
I would have found a way.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Mm-hmm. I just need to find a will.
Yeah. You don't have a will? A will for the Panthers, though, to get them? Dude, I feel like this is
making a joke as like Will is a person.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. Will. I thought you were saying like you haven't written your will.
Oh.
Anyways, we're
getting too far off topic.
So Mike Repole. I'm gonna say Repole. Repole sounds too Italian for me. Mike Repole joins the UFL ownership group. So I don't know. I haven't really looked into like specifics of what he bought into because I've seen things. There's a lot of change going on. Right now.
Mm-hmm.
And we're kind of held back in the dark on a lot of it. And especially, I mean, it's been 2 weeks now? Felt like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Where we just kind of been like, is there going to be a team? And we still don't know, but at least we are getting.
And we have a timeline.
He shed light. Yeah.
He said within 30 days, this is and it isn't an exact quote. This is just what I remember. It's 2 to 4 teams possibly, and it will be announced within 30 days.
Yeah. So yeah, 2 teams for sure are being relocated. As far as I'm understanding, 2 teams for sure. 4 teams is what they're waiting for. That's this window is kind of to see where the 2 teams. And I'm kind of literally taking that as Michigan to Birmingham. Like, what are you going to do? Can you get
what's the plan for Birmingham? Because they already have a place to stay. Like, money's not an issue for Birmingham. Like, the rental agreement on where they play or whatever. The optics of it, that's the issue.
And then he doesn't like that. And he
doesn't
even
like
said,
that.
I mean, he's on record quoted saying
like,
that he
the
wants
fan
to
base
lean
has been
into
saying for like the
MLS.
last couple of years.
Mhm.
Yeah. MLS stadiums are about perfect. 15 to 20,000.
Mm-hmm. I've seen a lot of people are like, oh, well, I really hope that doesn't change things for the for St. Louis. But I mean, that place, they started pulling people down even in the championship. So I get it. I mean, it's nice to go into a big stadium, especially like us having Ford Field. Like having that is nice. But when you look at what it means for the league and the team, especially in this situation we're in now, it's like, all right, we can pull back a little bit for sure.
Yeah, 100%. And it's a big ask for year 3 of the Michigan Panthers UFL to fill Ford Field or optically fill Ford Field.
Definitely, but I get where they were at though. I mean, they're like they're just trying. All right, well let's get in Ford Field where the Panthers are. That's what a lot of people. Hey, where do they play at? They play at Ford Field. Oh no shit. Oh okay.
I can get into Ford Field for $20.
Yeah, exactly. Which is a draw. Which I think that's a hurdle that they're gonna have to get over. But we talked a little bit about it, but with his Mike Repole, with his track record of what he's done for different brands. Granted, this is a much different brand than the 3 successful ones that we know of, plus his other. Which do you want to get into what he has for anyone who doesn't know?
What did we say? He was
Smart Water,
Vitamin Water,
which both sold to Coca-Cola, and then Body Armor, which was what you said, 5.6 mil, which you sold.
Bill with a B.
Bill, yeah, I keep doing that.
Yeah, this guy knows how to make money,
and
he knows how to get products in front of people
and how to market it, which is specifically the problem that we've seen, our community seen with the UFL. So,
and I'm not taking anything away from Jeremiah. Like, that guy worked his tail off the last year. Made over $12 billion between those couple of transactions.
Yeah.
So, and in a rather short amount of time too. Like, I think though that company started in like 2007 or 2008 with Vitamin Water or Smart Water.
Yeah, and remember he did a deal with 50 Cent, so he made 50 Cent rich and still sold his company to Coca-Cola and made $12 billion. Not him specifically, but
he also had Kobe as a endorser for Body Armor.
Yep. I mean, Body Armor is a big thing. A lot of people drink that. It's how many sports or any type of athletic ventures are, you just see it in the background.
Right. So sorry, 1 second.
Oh, Dad Lauren, one podcast and how long? No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I do think me and Lauren were kind of talking about it, and it makes sense. Lauren, you brought it up. It makes sense that the way that they fired everybody, because this guy definitely probably brought his team with him every step of his way, and they progressively increased. Now they're taking on. Granted, this isn't a drink, so it's not water. It's not about it's not. They have to do more, but like you said, this makes sense. I don't like it, but clearing house with the marketing, because they probably had this deal in the works and they had no idea what he was going to do, but they knew that he probably said, hey, I'm bringing my team because they're tested and proven from what I need.
Right. I have this quote here that I took out of an article I read earlier. It says, I look at it completely differently, Brandon said. We're going into year 3 of the UFL. When you look at our ratings and see over 1 million people touching our games and watching our games and a peak of 2 million, those are pretty powerful numbers. We've got a lot to work to do in local markets, and with the infusion of Mike and his team's expertise, there's going to be our main efforts. We're very pleased on what we have to build upon. So that right there, like just those last couple sentences, it screamed to me like, this is why all that's happened in the last few weeks.
Optics.
This is why. Yeah, this is why we cleared house, because we were working out a deal to bring this guy in.
Mm-hmm.
It was almost like a pretty much done deal. Today it was finalized. They announced it, and he's bringing in his team, his marketing team, and they're doing their thing, and they're taking over.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. I mean, I don't see how this is a bad thing besides the people who lost their jobs, which I'm not saying that is a good thing, but for when we're talking about the league and what in our situation, especially with him giving us with having a 30-day deadline to figure something out. I mean,
I think they could have went about it a little bit differently. Now that I'm sitting here like thinking about it, they could have kept these other people like Jeremiah and Julie Klotz on staff and help with the transition. Like, exactly. Hey, this is what we were working on. This is what we saw was a positive impact in the market. You know, what can we do to help to further grow? You know, they could have kept a couple of people on board from each market. I think that would have helped.
Absolutely. I can't remember who was talking about, but some sort of integration, especially from, again, here, let me throw this up for people who didn't see it last time, because everybody has. 43% in our market. So why not integrate that system that's already been successful and they kind of know what's going on? Granted, these people probably know what they're doing. They've done a great job. But having a set in stone crew, because they've kept certain people that we know, but they've let so many others go. So why? Yeah. So I just don't get why there's been no integration at all.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of stuff starting to change within the next few weeks. I think the ticketing department, once they know exactly what they're doing with the USFL conference, well, we'll just say that, because those are the 4 speculated teams to be jumbled around.
Oh, yeah.
Once they know what's going on with the USFL conference, then I think we're going to see a lot of personnel change with the marketing departments, the ticketing departments, and I think we're going to see a big change in the whole league.
I agree.
It definitely crapped the bed with how they handled it. I don't think it should have been so spur of the moment, catching everybody off guard like that, at least in the league wise, because we know some of these people personally, and they were completely caught off guard. Like they were leaving for vacation and got the call.
Everyone that I've talked to, everyone doesn't have any idea what's going on. And excuse me, if they didn't know what's going on, it makes sense. But I mean, from their perspective, not from ours. But I'm saying, why, if you knew this was happening, because clearly all the signs that we've been seeing lead to, okay, this kind of makes sense now. Why would you wait this long and keep everybody just confused?
Well, I mean, I'm not going to act like I know a lot about the business world, but I know contracts, they take a couple weeks to iron out, at least. You know what I'm saying?
Just stall.
Yeah, until everything's finalized.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Well, piggybacking off of what you had to say, I found a quote that I found interesting, and we've talked about it a lot of times. I mean, how many times have we said the word optics on here? It just looks bad, sometimes. Yeah. So basically what he said in that one, this is just kind of flipped around, but you can hear a pin drop when someone runs 80 yards. That's not good. Nobody wants to turn on a TV and see 10,000 fans in a 65,000 seat stadium. It's like you're watching COVID game.
Yeah. I mean, I felt like that was a direct attack. It was a direct attack at Michigan, I felt. Well, but that's me as a Michigan fan, because
that's why I'm saying
enough, Ford Field is a 60,000 seat venue.
Yeah.
But I do agree with him though. Mm-hmm. And if we had a 15,000 seat venue that was available and the broadcast system would work with Fox and everything like that, I think we'd be there. But I think that's the issue right now.
Listen to me.
The broadcasters don't think that EMU is a viable fit, I believe, is what I've heard.
Okay, so everybody talks about DCFC, EMU, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those are like, and it's like they're competing. Which I mean, we know EMU.
I wouldn't say they're like competing,
but in fans' heads, it's like, all right, which one are they going to do? That's what I mean. For headspace, they're competing for headspace. Which one is going to inevitably be the chosen venue? But why can't it be both? So hear me out. Not saying like, 3 games here, 2 games here, but say you put a bid in. I don't know how far is DCFC along on their building.
I think they've started. I don't even know if they've started the demo, to be honest.
Exactly. So say you put a bid in, say, hey, look, we want to go long term. We want to share this. We got the same colors as you guys. We can ride this. We can put in extra locker rooms. We can make this exactly what both of us need. So say what that $5 million that we're spending a year towards Ford Field. So
I think it's $2.5 million. The number came out as 500,000 a game.
Okay, so it's half. All right. So say you invest some of that into this building, which is a long-term investment, and then you also rent out Eastern Michigan, but you tweak their broadcast system. I don't think that's far-reached.
And like we talked about, and
there we go. Brian said they just broke ground.
Okay.
So exactly, Calvin. So Calvin's saying done before 2027. So say you get 2 full seasons that you're at EMU. So you invest that little bit in their broadcast system, and you rent that out at whatever rate that is with the you're gonna get a deal if you're
compared to what we're used to paying.
Exactly, you're gonna get a deal, especially if you're helping their broadcast system to line with Fox's. And then after that 2-year window, boom, your new stadium's done. Like I know it's a lot harder than that, and that's just me talking to myself. But it feels
Ryerson is a 30,000 seat stadium, and if we could really capitalize on the student body at Eastern Michigan and Wayne State, plus the fans we have right now, I think we could get 20, 22, 25 in there and make it look full. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But and then now we have an issue. If we do start getting regular fans like that for 2 seasons and we move to a 15,000 seat stadium, now we can't get 7,000 of our fans in there.
Yes. Well, then the ticket prices rise, and that's what we're seeing on the NFL side in the same market, which isn't necessarily a terrible thing, but it is not great for the UFL. But I mean, so you see us consistently exceeding the capacity of this new stadium, or 13,000, but for 2 years.
Look at our last 3 games. It was 13, 14, 16,000 for the last 3 games. Brian, if you're in the comments, please correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know what the last 3 home game attendance were. But as you can see, we were getting close, flirting with that 15,000 average. I think we had a 13,000 average for the season.
All right. So if that's your average, so you're how many fans are you really,
we could pull another few thousand from the college students from the 2 colleges right there, Wayne State and EMU.
You could, but that's tickets given out, I believe. The numbers that come out are tickets given out. So what was the real numbers
distributed?
Tickets distributed. There you go. So what's butts in seats at Ford Field? I mean,
10,
I
11,
think 13.
16.
Yeah, I think 13,000 for 2 years after what we've shown is definitely enough to warrant at least a minor investment to see if the market if it can concurrently keep it going, especially for 2 years. If you're investing in that, it just makes sense to me. I know it's really forward thinking when you're looking at investing in the stadium and if they did locker rooms, who knows?
And I know that I've heard through a couple different sources that The UFL wasn't going to give DCFC a dime
That's
until
my
they had a
God.
field goal post set up.
Well, I mean, this new guy.
I don't think that's the
he's
right way to go.
Me
Maybe he
neither.
can sway, like, hey, this is why you guys brought me in here.
Well, DCFC is taking it. I don't know if anybody follows, but DCFC has not been the greatest this year. So I mean, there's a lot of L's in their category. I'm not hating on them. I love the team, but it hasn't been that fantastic.
Yeah,
So
last season was better though.
it was, and they've been great. They've been a great club, but I mean, maybe that is kind of like, okay, well, we kind of had a slump. Maybe this will help us through that slump while we're getting into our newest place. So, I mean, everything's fluid for both leagues right now, which we've seen, and it's kind of in the hands of the teams. Which I had a question for you. Don't know if you're going to have an answer, but when they say it's kind of in the hands of the teams or the markets, isn't it all in a hub? Isn't it the same people right now? Because they
fired everybody in the market.
Who's that on? Is it Scott Lonely calling EMU like, guys, we gotta figure this out?
Right. But according to other sources that have talked to the athletic director at EMU,
they haven't.
Nobody at an official capacity has reached out, and they are very open to working with them.
Yeah. So
that's something I would like to do. I'm not going to say it online or on the air, but I want a special guest to come on and say something like that.
Yeah. just to get it out there.
Right.
So the right here, the average, Brian had the average, of course he does. So the average for 2025, here I'll just put it up, is 11,681. So on average,
I was a little far-fetched at doubling that for the college students. My apologies, people.
But I mean, it makes sense that it would be there. Granted, they don't like the gray field. Who cares, man? It's a 2-year stint, and you're in a
right. What did you get? You guys played at Rice for a season while TDECU was getting updated. Like, I don't. You got to have a little bit of a compromise if you want to make stuff happen, and I don't think it's very, very right to just strip our team away after what we did this year.
No, nobody does. And it's funny because people who haven't talked to me about the league or the team or who know what we do, but everybody's like, man, they're taking it. Like, what happened?
Yeah, what happened?
Didn't you guys go to the championship?
It's like, yeah, dude, I don't understand.
You're telling me, man. I don't know anything. I've made a lot of connections and I have no information to give you.
Straight kick in the nuts, dude.
Yeah.
I can just imagine the people that were employed in the front office.
I don't. I feel I'm not in no way, shape, or form involved, and I feel like it's like a pit. Like it feels guilty.
Yeah. Isaac said he'd like to go to EMU and Columbus Crew Stadium. So if Michigan stays, I would go to a road game in Ohio. Ohio has been
maybe
confirmed.
Maybe two. I might pick.
Yeah.
Go figure. The Defenders. I might go see the Defenders if they showed up there.
Right. So, I think that's another reason why Michigan should stay. You already confirmed Ohio. There's a rivalry right there.
Exactly what you were talking about with Ducky, because Ducky was like, I'm faithful to Ohio, and I was kind of me personally. We've talked about it. If it goes to Ohio, I'm not rooting for that team. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Yeah,
you take the Panthers away, dude, I'm probably done with the UFL.
Yeah.
Even if they were to bring them back after DCFC opened their stadium and they got in there or whatever, I'd be like a battered ex. It's gonna take me a while to trust you again.
It is. You gotta dip your toes back into that pond, buddy. But that kind of goes with what Royce is saying. So I really hope so, because it seems like again, everything was fluid, so they didn't want to say much, but it felt like it was hey, you guys are probably gone. And then now it's like, all right, well, you have an opportunity to seize it, to stay. And that's all anybody asked for, really. And especially us. Like, that's all we're like scrambling, us in Birmingham, like, please
give us an opportunity. Just
State of the Stallions today. We were like, Unite. We have to unite and get this done. I agree, Mike. I agree.
Ohio.
But yeah.
But
oh,
they're the armpit of America.
that's Jersey, dude. It's not. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't like Ohio,
But
it's Jersey.
Ohio has some decent roads. I'll give them that.
As soon they make the best ones when you leave Michigan. That's the worst. We don't care. And they make it like, all right, you're gone. You're okay now.
I wish Sheila would budge on that budget a little bit, or come to a different understanding. Like, we have to provide our own people to work the stadium, or our own people to work concessions, or something like that. You know, something to where they can cut costs to get us in the door. Like, they already set up and take everything down before the games, but it is Ford Field's security team. It is Ford Field's concessions team. You know,
You're
Ford Field operations.
You're renting the house furnished, man. I mean, it's going to be pricey, but especially with Ford Field, who's now got renovations that they're looking forward to.
Yeah, and it's like, it's a really nice stadium, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I love going there.
I've been to some cool ones. I love Ford Field. Now I don't want it to be anywhere because obviously Michigan. But when you go to an open air stadium, man, there's nothing like it. There's nothing.
I would like to
big house, or just
Derek has me convinced into going to see Arrowhead. Going to Arrowhead.
Arrowhead, I do want to go. I mean, I went to Lambeau a few years ago. That was pretty dope.
Oh, Lambeau would be dope.
Especially with the Lions on the come up. It was like our year, not last year, but the prior year. It was,
nice.
Yeah,
second year with Dan Campbell, as you know, we started climbing and going positive.
Yep. But Brian kind of touched on what you were talking about earlier. Literally the only thing that's stopping this right now is communications. And it's sad to see because especially with the marketing, we're going to call it a failure because they've fucking pulled the rug out from everybody. So the marketing failure that has occurred in their eyes, you would think that communications would be open. Like they should be all ears for what's going on, especially going into year 3.
Yeah, unless, like, I've heard from other sources that pretty much once the league's made up their mind, they've made it up. So I don't know. I just hope this new guy can come in and be like, hey, if you guys are going to let me do some checks and balances and really crack open the books and see what's going on here, let's see what we can do.
It really is. And it's crazy because Bree, she like, we went there and she was like, I think I like Green Bay. And like, you can't say that to me, but I understand where you're going. Because when we did we had like a private tour. We went through the whole museum. We went to the, I can't remember. It's the yard out front. It's like the touchdown zone or Lambeau zone or something. But they have like, there's like bars. There's like a ski hill. It was awesome. It was awesome. Lambeau was cool.
Maybe we should plan another like St. Louis trip, but to Green Bay.
Hey, I know Bree's gonna be down. I can get another Lions win token. I'm cool with that.
Take the ferry across. Is that how you guys got there?
No, we drove. We drove up
all the way down and around, or up and around.
Yeah, we went out. But dude, I will never drive up. You're trying to avoid Chicago, right? Because you're going around. For those of you who aren't here, I don't know how many, but you're going around. Chicago's on the far side, so we're in Detroit. If we drive up, you got to go through the Mackinac Bridge. If you drive down and around Lake Michigan, you got to go through Chicago, unless you go way around. But
or
the
if you drive like straight across to like Ludington or whatever it is, take like a 4-hour ferry.
I can't remember why we didn't go. But anyway, on the way back, it was just terrible trying to cross the bridge, man. Mackinac Bridge.
Yeah. I went up north one time and it took me like 14 hours to get home. It was terrible.
Well, one more time. Just for those who weren't here.
Ryan Nelson will be playing tonight.
8 o'clock.
Actually, in about 15 minutes.
I have a Chargers jersey on, so you know it means something.
Right.
Sorry, Brian. Pulled up. There you go. I was talking to Ryan earlier, and I was like, "Look, man, I hope you do really good, kick ass in the game, but I hope you lose." Yeah,
I hope you have a great game, but I hope your team loses.
yeah. I hope. Yeah, you specifically. I hope the other side of the line just gets caved in, but I hope you do well. Somebody. That's
Sorry, I got my window open, guys. That car doesn't shift out of second gear.
No Herbies around here. This is the UFL jersey.
No, it's A Bear.
A
Bear. That's how you
Ryan.
pronounce it.
So when I'm watching the game, I'm gonna take this off and I'm gonna put my Lions hat on, and then got this on.
The Lions make me drink.
It's not so true anymore. Yeah, Brian did get the new gold Herb. I do like that. Their new jerseys do look pretty sharp. Still don't compete with Detroit, but you know.
I like the powder blue ones. If I were to get any Chargers jersey, it'd have to be the powder blue one. We got anything else we need to touch on though?
No. I mean, we're still doing the backpack giveaway, whether there's a Panthers in the UFL or not. My Panther pride is standing firm. So did you link it in this video?
Yeah, well, in the description there, I haven't put a link for the Amazon link, but in the description is the link for the petition.
Okay.
I think everybody that's in the comments has signed the petition.
Yes. Maybe.
Yeah, I am pretty excited to see what Jacob Saylor and Nick Whiteside does tonight.
Yeah, me too. I mean, it's interesting.
There's something we could talk about for just a couple of minutes before we hop off. Why do you think we chose the Lions took Sailors instead of Tua?
What he is. They got
speed.
I mean, they have Craig, who's not a quick guy. Yeah, pretty much speed and versatility. I mean, not saying Toa that wasn't versatile, because he's got incredible soft hands for someone who can run them through somebody. You know what I'm saying? But I think that Sailors is just a different beast. And I mean, obviously, Toa led the league in touchdowns, but let's be honest, where were they from? A lot of them. So I think it was that, man. I really do. I think that they kind of have the bruiser, and maybe two if you include Craig. Craig has a little bit of burn on the outside, but I think they just want to see what he's got.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to bounce that off you. But I think that's it.
That's it. Till next time. Yeah, the next one, hopefully we get some guests. Like we talked about, we want to do our 2 ideas and 2 separate ones. So
yeah, so for those of you who don't know the idea that we have, we're gonna kind of have somewhat of a open invite, and we're gonna have a longer show one day, and we're just gonna rotate guests and let them say how they feel about the Panthers or what the Panthers mean to them, or just like a
deal or what's going on, basically.
Yeah, a special memory or whatever.
At the time, we were kind of phrasing it as the last thing. Like, all right, well, we'll let everybody come say their goodbyes. Now it's like, all right, well, there's some hope. So now maybe we get this together and get some shorts together and get them to go viral. So,
right, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to. Desmond, you'll definitely be there. You're in the group chat. Quit fooling, dog. Like, what are you talking about? Please let me know. Yeah. You'll be there.
No, not that Desmond guy.
No, definitely not. Definitely not Desmond Dukes. I don't like his Twitter handle. I don't even want to say it. I'm just kidding, Desmond.
No, we're serious.
But yeah, and if you would like to come on our next show, I'm gonna shoot for within like the next week, 10 days to record it or have it live. So anybody that's interested, just reach out to My Panther Pride anywhere on X, Facebook, Instagram. You guys know the spiel. We're live on all of them right now.
Oh, are we?
Yeah, I got Facebook to work. I'm sorry, I didn't tell you that.
Oh, nice. All right.
But
hi, Facebook. Yeah.
So if anybody wants to come on and pretty much say their piece or say like their favorite thing about the Panthers, just let it be known. And we're going to try to get it out there in front of these UFL executives.
Amen. Put it in front of as many eyes as we can. And we
We'd
know
love
it's
to
about
have
the
you.
yeah, we know it's about the venue, but I mean, voice can't hurt. I feel like
Right.
we're doing this. It's like the quietest protest.
We'll put a montage together of people just like why we love the Panthers.
No, just go Ryan.
One pride.
Yeah. All right, man. Get us out of here.
And as always, Panther fans, remember, let's hunt.
That's on. St. Louis.